full of horse crap and go, where's the pony? That's what we act. It's like, seriously though, you have 3 events in a day. The first event, you show up and you're like, wow, there's going to be 10 people, there's only 1. The second event, there's supposed to be, I don't know, 30 people, there's 5, like a doctor who's like, yeah, it looks good, I got connections, they'll definitely check it out. At the third event, you know what you do? Do you know where we just were? We had 2 events before this, jam-packed with people eager to have change in their life, and we got connected with a doctor who's stoked, who's going to teach us everything we know and connect us with his whole network to give us thousands of dollars. Make this happen or watch it happen. See the difference in that? What's you on fire like? Another example, all right? Let's just give an example. So I'm going to have Brad Alcazan talk to my friend, okay? So Brad's my upline. You guys know the credibility triangle. He's going to talk to him. Brad just did the opportunity call, shared his story after I'm talking with the prospect with my friend, right? I'm not going to go like, James, I'm not going to go, what'd you think? What'd you like best, right? And at the very end, like, I don't think it's going to work. You don't go, all right, yeah, I understand, I'm going to give it my best. I'm going to do the best that I can, and hopefully I'll get a BMW. That's not what you do. You go, no. I'm going to be successful in this. I'm just here to educate you and show you you can be successful with me. I'm climbing the mountain to success, and I'll be at the top or I'll die on the side, but I'll be damned if you're going to bet against me because I'm serious this time. See the difference in that? All of you can have that. Because, we talked about the list too. Casey covered the list. It's like, if I run out of these people, I'm out. But you're meeting people every day. So you're never running out of people. You're just seeing things from this vision. But there's a whole world around you of people. Not a lot of the people that I got on board that I was like, hopefully they take it off. They got people on board that quit who led us to other people that exploded our organization. So my point is the grind. We're all going through the exact same thing, just at different levels. I guarantee Brad's done calls even now. Josh done calls even now. Shares the story perfectly, and they're just not ready. It's not your fault. You're doing everything right. The only problem is when you look in the mirror feeling frustrated. Don't. You're just climbing the ladder of success. And this is the prologue to your book of success. So enjoy the book, because without a prologue of failures, what is it? It's boring, right? We like climactic films. We like climactic stories. So, utilizing Skype. This is really important, all right? There's no secret. I'll be completely real. You want to know how we got really successful? We moved together into a house, and it's funny. It's like, we're talking about, oh, I lost my squad. It's like, people are like, oh yeah, I got all those people, I lost it. Yeah, everyone does that. You enroll a bunch of people, some quit. But what we realized was, we weren't building a culture of success that was congruent with what we were telling people. Okay? So when you look at like, Connor, Ben, like, oh, I'm seeing all my friends, build more income than me at the beginning, now they caught up. You know why that happened? It's because we literally, I moved in with Jake and Cam, and we literally were like, all right, what do we have to do? What do we need to do? And we started waking up at the same time. We started lifting at the same time. We had ourselves available for Skypes the whole day. So, really quick, if you've ever made any money in vemma, you've ever gotten a customer on board, you've ever frenzied, you've ever ranked up, you've done anything that made you feel like you're taking steps towards success, please stand up. Just stand up. And give yourself a round of applause. This is my point with that. This is my point with that, right? So, what that means is, that means you're working towards being credible. And when you're enrolling people, they have a fresh market, but they're not credible. They don't know how to answer these questions. They don't know how to enroll people. They don't know what to do. So if you can find a culture of kids that are just as hungry as you, whether there's 2 of them or 4 of them, pick those 4 and be like, now we're working as a team. We're going to work together and we're going to make this happen. You go, well, what do we do? What's actual work like? I'll tell you what it is right now. It's you waking up, having your day organized, so that you and your 3 or 4 other friends, who you're credible with, sit on Skype or on Uvu and you're available all day for your team. That you're available all day. Because you can't predict when someone's going to go, oh, I need an opportunity Skype. Oh, I need a conference call. Oh, I need a home event. Right? But if you're available all day to work, to grind, it's easy. I was home. I got back from Miami like a week ago. As soon as I get back, I don't even need to ask because Spencer and Casey are at my house. Laptop's out. Already read. Already worked out. 11:30, 10 o'clock comes around, and we're ready to grind. It's here. We're good to go. Skype's all day. Because what happens is you get into the wrap in the first week. You connect with your team on Skype, and they're like, oh, wow, all 3 of you guys are on Skype. Well, I might give you some people today. And they give you some people. And then maybe you sign 1 or 2 of them up. And then next week, they're like, wow, I needed them, and they are dependable, and they actually were able to do it. Second, third week goes through, your downline is giving you home events, inviting all these people. You know why? Because they trust that you're going to be there to take it. You're going to be there to throw down. So you have to be dependable, which doesn't mean, oh, I'm traveling, no, it's 4:30, but I'll be able to do it, and then you don't. It's letting people know ahead of time, all right, I can't take it, but here's someone who can. My point is, if you're with, 3, 4 other people that want to build this thing, that are just as serious as you are now a culture of people, it's your mastermind crew, and your working is you waking up, getting all the other stuff out of the way, growing your mind, growing your income through being available on Skypes, calls, Ubers, whatever. And if you're not credible yet, you are the mediator of your new people's prospects to the people that are credible. You're the middleman. You're the conversation creator, if that makes sense. Get that? Get that? Seriously though, think about it, right? If you're not as confident with your credibility, you have an entourage of people that are valid. They're the validity you need. So your ability to organize these new kids with a new network to connect with these people that are already credible and build that relationship, build that connection, build that family is dictated to your success. It has to be. So if you're connected with your 4 or 5 mastermind crew every single day, schedule of dependency, schedule of trust, they're going to be based off you. We say that because, I'm traveling a little bit, but all of you guys have different commitments. But if you can get together as a team and really figure out, we need to be right here, we need to be dependable for our team, available, and if we don't want to take the Skype, we always have someone that can take it. If we don't know the answer to the question, we can find someone that can answer it for us. So every single time, you've got what to say. And you've got to learn how to answer some of these questions, and every time there's a question that you're down and hit you up for going, what's blank blank? Instead of saying, I'm not sure, but I'll find out, because you're going to need to know at some point anyway, so get connected with someone who knows the answer already. Okay. Expanding, we already talked about it, utilizing the Skype, utilizing the Vuvu's, doing it when you travel. You can get a hotspot on your phone and hop on Skype anywhere. So it's being available for people when they need you. And sometimes it's not you doing the event, you just got to be able to hey, I'll call these people, connect and see who's available. But you'll always be able to find someone available. You can always do that. It's so important. Hitting the road. So once you have your mastermind group of 3, 4, 5 people, you're going to find momentum. How do you know where the momentum is? When you hop on a Skype or a call, there's a lot of heads on it. Who's been there? You hop on a call, you're like, oh, what? Someone invited. Someone made this work. Okay. And you kind of like, all right, here we go. What's up? You're talking to a freaking computer screen. And you're like, all right, but it's working. So you're creating duplication because you're making yourself dependable. You're making yourself available for them to be able to trust you and bring people. Because if they know you're going to get on Skype and rip it, they're going to invite with confidence. They got the HDMI cord set up. They got the home fit style set up. Everything's ready. If they show up, you sign them up. That's a deal. That's trust. That's that relationship. But once you start finding momentum, this business is based on relationships. Every team that's grown, it's because they're best friends in the business. That doesn't mean your best friends need to be out of the business, but they became friends. So if we have a team of people, 30, 15 kids that get on board, it's the leader's responsibility to go there, not even to do crazy home events and just train. We just go, hey, what's up, man? What's your why? Why do you want to do this? I totally understand. I feel that way. That's what I believe too. I'm glad we're on the same page. Because now I know his core desires. Now I know when I try and call him because he's not showing up for events, he's not hitting me up, he's not responding. Now I know why. And I can call him and go, hey man, remember a long time when you told me why you wanted to do this? And I told you I'm going to be accountable for you, so if you're not showing up to events, I had to call you and remind you of your why because we're a family first. So that's why people travel. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to add 500 kids. Like, no, I'm going to build a really great relationship. So the times get tough, we're a family. We're here. And if you're at that point where it's like, oh, I don't know if I can travel, I don't know if I can move, that's okay. But you got to do something different to get something different, right? So maybe you send someone else that's dependable. My whole point is, when you start seeing momentum, capitalize on the momentum ASAP. You have to. Which kind of goes into creating momentum in general. We had this guy who was on the Olympic sailing team in France, okay? And he did a Skype with Cameron. Cameron speaks French. Got him to get on board. Thank God Cameron speaks French. Because if he didn't get on board, wouldn't have worked. But the kid followed the system. And this kid in French starts adding people. So now you have a whole team of people you don't know building internationally. And the point is, there's momentum there, right? There's growth. I don't know a lot of those people that well. I'll be completely honest. The time difference is like 9 hours. I know they're doing great. But you got to build a relationship. So you fly to Europe, right? We're flying here to build a relationship. Whether we sign up 10,000 kids or 10 kids, it's that relationship that matters. It's that family environment that matters. Because, right, we're not bosses, we're servants. The more income is more credibility, which means you got to show people as much as possible. Because the more money you're making, the more people in your downline can use you and leverage you to show your friends how real this is. So that's all this is. This is just a game of being like, yeah, dude, it's real. Your friend, he knows you better than I know you. You know him better than I know him. What are you doing? Don't look at me. Don't look at your mom. Your mom was your age a long time ago. Follow your friend. That's what this whole game is. So that's why people emphasize the cars. That's why people emphasize the relationships. Because if you have a good relationship, you can edify to such an extent. Dude, this isn't legit. This isn't legit. Hold on. Yo, Brady. Yeah. No, talk to him. Yeah, it's a 328. Okay. Right? So it's just getting your friends to listen. Now, if you have a team of people, and you're that type of person with, oh, well, my best friend's making a little bit more money than me. He's bronze, but he's telling me all this stuff. He's my best friend, I've known him forever. I'm not going to take advice from him. That's really dumb. You know why? Because your best friend might know an elite leader and be able to talk with them all the time. So he's giving them the information like you give him a telephone. So if you're like, no, I don't want to take advice from him. I'm going to do things my way. I'm going to reinvent the whole wheel. Well, even if it's your best friend, if he's getting connected with people, you better listen, right? If Noble's like, yo, you need to shine my shoes, I'm like, is that what Brad said? Okay, cool, let's do it. My whole point, though, is you have to follow the people. Even if they're your best friends, if you don't take financial advice from them, you got to start if they know these people that are grinding, that are getting on board, that are getting really happy. Anyway, okay, last thing. Who here likes momentum? Who here likes massive momentum, right? We all like momentum. Okay, ready? Here's a secret. You can create momentum out of thin air. Out of thin air. And you're like, well, what does that mean, right? Okay, check this out. So, if you're a leader, which means you buy product, you have a level of excitement and positivity that has to be secondhand nature and is a necessity for your growth and your organization's growth to duplicate. So if one of my team guys calls me, who's like a silver, he's like, dude, I signed someone up. And I'm like, I don't know, doing something, I'm busy, I'm like, oh yeah, nice dude, good job. Right? He's gonna be like, all right, yeah, cool, I signed someone up. But if I'm like, whoa, that's awesome. Yeah, man, you're getting the system. You understand it. You gotta move quicker though, dude. You obviously got to move quicker. Now that you signed that guy up, Alcazar says it best. Tom says the work starts after you enroll. So we got to get the ball rolling right now. See the difference in that excitement, that tone? So you can create momentum out of thin air. You keep telling your whole downline to work with a sense of urgency because there's massive momentum. They're like, oh, there's not momentum in my business, so I better work harder. Momentum never existed, but everyone just thinks there's momentum, so they're like, I got to grind even more and more. So you can literally inject momentum in your organization. So as you start building these people, don't view your left and your right side as active auto ships, okay? View it as a heart that's beating. Seriously. It's moving. It's growing every day. Conversations are being created. Connections are being built. Friendships are being fostered. All the time. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no crazy stuff. To be completely honest, if you want to know like a leader's lifestyle, it's literally dedicating your time as a servant to the people in your business that are not where you want to be yet, because the quicker you can become that person that's like, look, dude, I'm not the best at all, but you can tell me what I can do better, great. Because they know. So you're a servant to them and helping them as much as possible because you have that credibility to leverage until they're doing the same thing. So with that, you don't need to, even, honestly guys, like, I want to thank Josh and Brad for coming out, but the leaders right here are what did it, yeah? This is how it happened, and it was a culture. It was getting up, going, yeah, I'm going to do something different. All my friends are going to have what I want. So I'm going to do something different right now. I'm going to exist for a few years on Skype and on Uber being dependable so I can live differently for the rest of my life. Because that's worthwhile. So if you're wondering, what's the grind like? What's the work ethic like? What does it mean? I'll tell you what, when they go back to Oregon, when we go back, we are going to wake up, eat at the same time, lift at the same time, and grind at the same time, being available for calls, Uber, Skypes. And that's going to be duplication because you lead by example as a servant in the business. The more you serve, the more success you get. You're paid on the amount of people you help. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Keep following over.